Hi guys, in this video we will learn how to create this simple Apple Talk intro animation in After Effects. These tutorials usually take a lot of time and efforts to make, so if you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. It's completely free for you, but it really helps me out a lot. Let's get started. We'll create a new composition, keep it 1920 by 1080, keep the duration as around 10 seconds and press on OK. Let's create a white solid, click on solid, I'm going to call it as a BG and press on OK. We're going to add a gradient on top of this. For that, let's select 4 color gradient. Let's zoom out a bit. Keep the points outside like this. Choose the first one. I'm going to go to pink and choose a darker shade like this. For the other two, I'm just going to keep it black. And the last one, we're just going to keep a darker shade of blue. Maybe something like this. Now let's start with the animations. Add a keyframe in all the 4 points over here. Now go to around 7 seconds and we just need to move them around. Keep the 1 point over here, keep this point on the bottom, this one over here and this one on the top, something like this. You can press on U, select all the keyframes and press F9. Now if I play this, perfect. Now select the layer, go to the top and select the rounded rectangle tool. Now coming to our composition, come over here and turn on the title action safe. Let's create a rectangle over here in the middle. Perfect. I'm going to press on V and just shift it a bit so that it is exactly in the center. Let's turn this off. I'm just going to rename this as the dock. Let's open the rectangle. In the rectangle path, in the roundness, I'm just going to increase it from 20 to around 40. Now press on T and let's decrease the opacity to around 80. Now let's start adding all the icons. I'm going to go to project. I already provided you all this in the description. Make sure to check them out. I'm going to select all of them and just drag it to a timeline. I'm going to hide all the rest and just keep the first one. Press on S and just scale this down to around 10. Let's keep it over here. 10 looks too small. Maybe we'll keep it around 12. Perfect. Now I'm just going to speed run while I place all the remaining ones. Once you have placed all of them, select all the layers from 1 to 7. Go to align. Make this big like this. Firstly, let's align it in the center and then let's distribute it horizontally. Perfect. This is looking great. Now between these two icons, we have to add a line. For that, select all the layers, press on U to close them. Go to the top and select our pen tool. Let's zoom in. Ensure that the fill is set to none and keep the stroke at around 3. Make a point over here. Pressing on shift, make another point on the bottom. Let's drag this little down. Press on V. Perfect. Later on, we have to add small dots below these icons. For that, let's make some space. Let's select all the icons and shift them little up like this. Perfect. Now let's select our text tool. Coming over here, I'm going to zoom in and click over here. Press on the dot, select this and I'm just going to increase the size. Maybe around 100 looks good. Let's keep it exactly over here in the middle. Perfect. Let's make 3 copies of this. Pressing Command D. 1, 2, 3. First one is fine. The second one, I'm just going to keep it under After Effects. Third one, I'm just going to keep it under Photoshop. And the fourth one, under Illustrator. Select all of them, pressing on Shift. Go to Align. And let's just align it to the center. Now all we need to do is simply parent them to the respective icon. So for this one, I'm just going to place it under Google Chrome. Parent it to the layer. Same for this one. Keep it under After Effects. Parent it over here. Next, let's go to Photoshop. Parent this. And finally, go to Illustrator and parent a dot to the Illustrator. Perfect. Now let's start with our animation. But before that, if you are struggling with After Effects, we have just launched a brand new course, the 14-day After Effects Mastery Challenge. It is built to take you from absolute beginner, someone who knows nothing or lacks the confidence, to a confident editor in just 2 weeks with daily step-by-step projects. Check out the first link in the description and let's start creating. Now let's start with our animations. Firstly, we are going to animate our dock. Press P, add a keyframe position, take the keyframe ahead, go to the start, and let's just drag this out over here on the right. Select both the keyframes and press F9. So if I play this, perfect. Now let's start animating the icons. Let's go to the top, select all the icons, press P, go to 1 second, add a keyframe, take the player 5 frames earlier, and just drag this down like this. Now select all the keyframes and press F9. Go to the graph editor. Ensure that you have selected Edit Split Graph and click over here. This will fit all the graphs to view. Now simply select this point and drag all of them over here on the left like this. Let's see this. This looks quite fast. So I'm just going to select all the keyframes over here and simply shift them out on the right a bit. Something like this. Let's see it. Perfect. Now select all the layers. Take the player somewhere over here. Press T to open up the opacity property. Add a keyframe over here. Now go back somewhere over here and make the opacity as 0. Select all the keyframes and press F9. Perfect. That way, if I play this, nice. Now all we need to do is simply align the icons by keeping little space between each of them. This one, I'm just going to place it little ahead, somewhere like this. Same with Premiere Pro. See this now? Perfect. This looks much better, right? Now let's add the cursor. I'm going to drag this and drop it over here. Press on S and scale this down. Initially, the cursor is going to be out. So let's go to the start. Add a keyframe in position as well. Maybe somewhere at this point, at 2 seconds, the cursor should come in somewhere over here first, like this. Let's see how it looks. Let's select both the keyframes, press F9, go to the graph editor, press on this so that we can see the entire graph editor properly. And let's create a graph like this. Let's see it. I feel it's a little slow. So let's do one thing. Let's keep it somewhere over here. Perfect. Now, firstly, it will reach over here, and later on, we have to take it from this point and then bring it to After Effects. So at around 3 seconds, let's bring this over here, like this. Let's see it. Perfect. Now, ideally, at this point, we have to give a motion as if we are clicking on this icon. For that, go to 3 seconds, add a keyframe in scale, take the player a little ahead by 2 frames, make this at 17, then copy the first keyframe, take it ahead by again 2 frames and paste it. That way, if I zoom in, see. Now, usually you would have seen in After Effects when you place on that icon bounces. That is the next animation that we will create. Let's close this. Go to After Effects, press on P. So at 3 seconds, when you press, at that time we want to make it bounce. Firstly, add a keyframe over here at this point. Go ahead to 10 frames, shift this up At this point you see the dot is also going up along with it. In order to avoid that, we'll do one thing. We'll keep the dot parented only till this point. So over here we'll break it by pressing Command Shift D. Now go over here and let's make it as none. Perfect. That way if I play this, see. Now select the first keyframe, paste it at 20 frames. Now select both of them and paste them couple of times again. Paste it over here, go on the right and paste it again at 5 seconds. Perfect. This way if I play this, it will not really happen very nicely, but we'll amend it right now. Now select all the keyframes and go to the graph editor. Click on this. See, we are getting a nice bouncing animation. Perfect. Now I just want to make one small change wherein if you know, when you hover over this, you also get the naming. I'm just going to add that text. Just create a text like this over here. I'm just going to call it as Adobe After Effects 2025. Press Ctrl A. Reduce the size. This looks fine. Place it over here. Let's select our rounded rectangle tool. Create a rectangle behind this, like this. We'll need a fill, but we don't really need a stroke. Let's keep the fill as white. White is fine for now. Press T, make this as 80. Keep this below our text like this. Go to our contents, rectangle, rectangle path. In the roundness, we'll keep it something like 10. Yeah, this looks fine. Press V. Let's align this properly over here. Let's zoom in. We need that small notch as well. So for that, selecting the shape layer, go to our pen tool, select our pen tool, and let's create a notch like this. Perfect. Press V. Now let's select both of them and pre-compose it. I'm just going to call it as the icon name and press on OK. Let's select our anchor tool and let's bring it over here at this point. Let's press S. Holding Shift, also press P. Let's see where we have to animate this. Before that, ensure that you have parent it to the After Effects layer. That way, when it is bouncing, the text will bounce as well. Let's see. I want the name to pop in at 3 seconds when the icon is selected. Somewhere over here. So let's add a keyframe in position and scale. Go back maybe 15 frames. Bring the position little down. And make the scale as 0. Let's see this. Okay, I might need to adjust it a bit. Somewhere over here. Let's select all the keyframes and press F9. Pressing Shift, I'm also going to press T. So that at this point, add a keyframe in opacity. Go ahead, make it 100%, which is fine. Firstly, we are just going to make it as 0. Perfect. Let's zoom out a bit. Let's see how it looks. Perfect. This is looking nice already. Let's see our animation till this point. Now, the only thing pending is the transition to After Effects default home. For that, I'm just going to drag the screenshot somewhere over here. Press on S and scale this down. Perfect. Let's add a keyframe at this position. Go ahead by 10 frames. Add another keyframe. Going back, let's make this as 0. Let's select both the keyframes. Press F9. Go to the graph editor. Select this point and make the graph like this. Perfect. Now if I play this, let's see it. Let's see our final animation. Awesome. So with this, I have completed a simple Apple Talk intro animation in After Effects. If you loved the video, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to check out more After Effects tutorials, you can check them out over here. Thank you, and I will see you next time.